Plastics are deeply embedded in modern life, be it mobility, infrastructure, or healthcare, or manufacturing. But it raises some very important questions around sustainability and responsibility.
From my perspective, I think the biggest shift is towards sustainable efficiency.
From your experience, where does quality actually get decided?
That is a real good question because I have seen people making a lot of mistakes,
Right.
losing money,
Yeah.
selecting wrong machine sizing,
Yeah.
selecting wrong mold sizes.
Yeah.
So such disasters have to be avoided.
Any discussions today doesn't go without talking about skill ecosystem.
China is really advanced in that matter.
Yeah.
Highly skilled manpower, highly intellectual manpower, and that is what I believe makes China different from all the globe.
Plastics are deeply embedded in modern life, be it mobility, infrastructure, or healthcare, or manufacturing. But it raises some very important questions around sustainability and responsibility. I'm speaking with Shikhar Arya from Adroit Control Engineers and Luke from Adroit Control Engineers again from China business. We would be speaking around plastic industry and how it is evolving. Gentlemen, when we speak to people across industries, a lot seems to be changing at the same time. From where you stand, what is the biggest shift happening in plastic industry right now?
From my perspective, I think the biggest shift is towards sustainable efficiency. Not only the recyclable material, but also through high technology like hot run system. By hot run system, it can reduce waste, save material, save energy.
Yeah,
And extend mold life.
you would like to add, Shikhar, on this?
Yeah, sure. I would like to add, towards the sustainability, the product which we are displaying today, hot runner system, is a part of that strategy.
Right.
Anyhow, in the daily life, we cannot avoid plastics because, it's also a lightweighting solution, against the metals,
Right.
which we were, using.
Right.
And definitely processing metal also has a large carbon footprint. Plastics are sustainable if used wisely,
Right.
and definitely hot runner is a part of that process.
Talking about the quality decision point, very often quality issues are noticed only at the final part or inspection stage. In injection molding, many defects appear at the final part stage. From your experience, where does quality actually get decided?
That is a real good question, and how I believe is Indian industry needs to understand this. The quality of the final injection molded parts depends on the tool quality and the processing machinery.
Yeah.
They have to be really good, they have to be really accurate,
Right.
and needs to be controlled.
Yeah.
And definitely then comes the handling.
Hmm.
But definitely the right tool quality, right injection mold quality is what decides the end product.
I have a opinion because I think is more the quality happens from the scratch and the very beginning of designing station.
Yeah.
I have experienced that the customer encounter nozzle get stuck for the plastic resin because it used the recycled material. And Adroit designed the tipless nut for it, and especially good for recycled material and solve the problem. So I think the quality control can be decided at the very beginning.
Yeah. So it starts at the very beginning of the processing.
Yeah.
So if we speak about the repeatability and the melt delivery, as applications are becoming more and more precise, consistency becomes more important than speed. How critical is melt delivery consistency in achieving repeatable quality, especially in high precision applications?
Hot runner design is definitely a part of this consistency. The melt delivery repeatability needs to be there for the final product to be consistent in all the products.
Right.
So Adroit hot runners, when we design at the initial stage,
Yeah.
we make sure every hot runner is well balanced.
Hmm.
Post the designing part, we ensure that the machining is of the highest quality,
Right.
and we maintain gold standards in all the machineries used to manufacture these hot runner systems.
Yeah.
And definitely post is the assembly and production of these parts, which helps ensures the final product is seamless, and we achieve the high repeatability.
Yeah. Luke, you would want to add anything? Sure. Talking about temperature control and variability, on the shop floor, even small variations can have a big impact on the final product. What role does accurate and stable temperature controller play in reducing variability on the shop floor?
So starting from 94, when Adroit started,
Yeah.
controls was the basis of this company.
The,
And post 35 years of transformation, we have transformed into and got into multiple product lines, which
Yeah.
is like hot runner system.
right.
But the core is controls for
Right.
these hot runners.
Right.
And at Adroit, we ensure the top line of these control systems have to be highly accurate, and we assure control accuracy of temperatures in 0.1 degrees,
Right.
which ensure a seamless product without any defects, with the repeatedly in the molding process.
Right.
So we use very high accuracy products from like Fuji, like Atonics, which have very good performance in control accuracy of these temperatures.
You would want to add to this?
Yeah. Because I see there's a difference between India and China.
Yeah.
India electricity is not stable,
Right.
and we are develop a new technology for that, which can reduce in unstable electricity. We can reduce the variant by up to 80%.
Yeah, right. That certainly is an important factor here in India. So we started our discussion on sustainability, and plastic discussions are no more about materials and the types of materials now. It's more about sustainability, life cycle, recyclability. Everyone talks about sustainability. What does it realistically mean for companies like yours?
So sustainability has been a very big part, and Adroit's core purpose for promoting hot runner has been the part of that sustainability vision, because we understand the pain of wasting the all the petro raw materials.
Correct.
And hot runners can really save up to 80% of these raw materials at the first stage itself,
Correct.
so later need not to be reprocessed.
Yeah.
So definitely hot runner has been a core part of towards this driving this sustainability for the plastic industry,
Yeah.
and giving our inputs to reducing the carbon footprint for the globe itself.
80% of manufacturing is done in India by MSMEs. Many MSMEs are trying to balance cost pressures with growing quality expectations. What do you think MSMEs in the plastic sector need the most today to move forward?
Regarding, if I talk in the perspective of hot runner systems,
Yeah.
all the larger companies,
Right.
which other than SMEs and MSMEs,
Right.
they have adopted hot runners very fast, and it has been like 20 years since they have been using these hot runners, and they have realized the potential and saving through these hot runner systems.
Yeah.
In past 10 years, when Adroit introduced these hot runners to the Indian market,
Yeah.
so the only focus was the SME and MSME who were defied of this technology.
Right.
And definitely we believe we stand today, fast forward 12 years,
Yeah.
when Adroit started hot runner systems
Right.
in 2014.
Yeah.
Okay, so we believe we were a lot of success
Yeah.
in promoting it to SME and MSME itself, because definitely first step of investment a hot runner takes
Yeah.
from a standard cold runner mold.
Right.
But we assured MSMEs and SMEs the right pricing strategy
Right.
as compared to the other MNC suppliers,
Yeah.
the right technical input for developing these molds
Yeah.
with the right service support backup,
Right.
and definitely then with them realizing the returns, we help them understand how they can take out that expense in 3 to 6 months of time frame.
Yeah.
So I believe Adroit has really worked hard for these SMEs and MSMEs to make them understand the real potential, and definitely we see the result of this.
Yeah.
So we are a local grown brand and
Yeah.
doing so much for this hotel industry.
Because I see during nowadays India and China business communication is very tight, and I think ME they need a core advantage, higher advanced technology with
Right.
affordable price
Right.
and globalization service.
Right.
So Adroit invest in manufacturing in China
Yeah.
to provide the good manufacturing and provide the China services.
I would want to talk about high precision applications here. I'm sure Adroit is also doing high precision applications like automotive, electronics, and medical, demanding tight tolerances. Which part of the molding process becomes most critical in that?
It must be the melting handling process inside of mold
Right.
by the event heating and gate control.
Yeah.
Our technology can provide a good consistency. Yeah.
So the part of this is definitely the injection molding machine,
Right.
and again I'll say it will be the mold.
Right.
So these two components needs to be of the right quality,
Right.
so to meet the required standards, because definitely in market for different application there are different standard of machine which helps you achieve those tolerances.
Yeah.
So accordingly could be selected.
Yeah. Like Shikhar was saying about the waste reduction. Waste is something every manufacturer wants to reduce, but levers can be different. Where do you see the biggest opportunity to reduce waste? Material choice, mold design, or better process control?
I'd like to see model design because I have experienced 96 KFT cap mold, preform mold. By the design of lightweighting preform, it can reduce can save $1 million in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my experience.
Right.
So definitely the part of this is the mold design, which is the most crucial part of this process. And generally I have seen people giving the least importance to that part,
Right.
because I believe you can I have seen people making a lot of mistakes,
Right.
losing money,
Yeah.
selecting wrong machine sizing,
Yeah.
selecting wrong mold sizes,
Yeah.
smaller molds running on bigger molds,
Right.
or the bigger parts being run on small molds.
Yeah.
So such disasters have to be avoided.
Yeah.
So mold design, mold feasibility is the most important part.
Yeah.
So and definitely any MSMEs, SMEs, or OEMs, everybody needs an expert advice on the mold design part.
Yeah.
Because that will definitely temper the end results.
Yeah. Any discussions today doesn't go without talking about skill ecosystem, skills and the capabilities. As systems become more advanced, the role of people on the shop floor also changes. As molding systems become more advanced, what kind of skills or understanding are becoming more important for shop floor teams?
So I would like to answer that question, and because China is really advanced in that matter.
Yeah.
Highly skilled manpower, highly intellectual manpower, and that is what I believe makes China different from all the globe, because Chinese manpower is highly skilled
Yeah.
as compared to India.
Right.
Because traveling so much in past 10 years
Right.
globally, I felt India needs to be really upgrading the skill part.
Yeah.
There have been institutes like NTTFs,
Yeah.
CPET, GKD, CTRs,
Yeah.
who have been dedicatedly made for tooling.
Right.
But I believe the right skill which needs to be incurred by the students, it's not there, or maybe it could be, we can say fault of anybody.
Right.
Could be students who don't have much interest
Right.
or could be institutes who are not taking it really seriously now. Because I believe gap is there.
Yeah.
So skill has to be a part of this growth journey.
Right.
Then only Indians can succeed. Indian tooling industry, Indian plastic industries can succeed only when skill is upgraded.
And I think every stakeholder has to get involved in building that skill.
Exactly,
ecosystem, right?
exactly.
Thank you so much, Luke, Shikhar, for these great perspectives. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.